Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Hi.
Hello.
Tomatoes.
Okay, so something else I didn't prepare for this week. I didn't do my karma rewards, so we'll get to that later.
Hooray.
Because again, this week has just been a little rough for me. So the fact that I am able to pull something out of my ass tonight for a story is a miracle unto itself. So, who would like to do the recap of last session?
Uh, we went back to the apartment and we all got quarantined for a few minutes because patient zero made his clay men, not wax men, clay men out of disease clay. And also, we met a guy who likes to cosplay as a film noir character.
And then Arex and Aubrey got drunk, and we figured out what types of drunks we are, and we had a wonderful conversation.
They got drunk off of wine coolers.
It was actual wine. Come on now.
They got high school drunk.
Oh, and I think it was WCH bought out the building.
Oh, that happened a while ago. You
Yeah.
guys just got to the point where, congratulations, you now live in the building.
I got high school drunk with an 1800-year-old dinosaur is a great book title.
Sounds like a Chuck Tingle novel.
It does.
Chuck Tingle. Oh, God.
And my apartment happens to be next to Noisy McCrabby Pants.
You mean cosplay McTryhard?
It's okay. It's only a matter of time before Darby dies again. And then we can rearrange the apartments before the new character comes in. I promise, Frank. I promise. I'll be door mates with Darby next time.
Um. Okay, so Darby, you've set up your office in your apartment for your detective agency.
Yep.
Uh. So I'm gonna fast forward to the next day.
Wait a minute, I have a question. Since he's setting up a detective agency in his apartment, does that mean we're going to have security in the building because just any Tom, Dick, and Jane are going to walk in and be going to his apartment, and they could try to pick up locks, try to get into our apartment by mistake? I just, bad guys and all impersonating good people.
Well, here's the thing. No, there is no building security.
Great.
Uh, Aubrey, you still have some of the neighbors that you had before.
Uh-huh.
Mostly the 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 friendly older lady downstairs who on holidays you've never heard of brings you food from the quote unquote old country.
Nice.
In other words, fruitcake.
God. You really don't want to visit the country that she wants to that she comes from because for some reason they always eat it. Fruitcake.
Just all the time.
All the time. Yeah.
Every holiday is a fruitcake holiday.
I mean, personally I don't mind that cuz I personally like fruitcake.
I mean, me too, actually. So,
But I know a lot of people don't.
right?
Um and then there's this a college couple that lives on the second floor, and you hardly ever see them. It's mostly just in passing as they're coming and going.
Fair enough.
Secretly, they're serial killers. They're just there to wash the blood out of their clothes.
Good for them. They have a hobby.
That's a very good superhero attitude to have, Emily. Um. Okay. So the next day comes around. Frank, have you quit your job or are you going to work?
I don't know. Am I getting paid to sit there and be a superhero?
Technically, you're not an employee of the WCH and you're getting free rent as it is.
Yeah, but I still have to. I still have to put food in the fridge.
More or less, yes.
So since I'm not getting paid, yeah, I go to work.
Okay, so you're going to work. Uh, Aubrey and Arex, what are you guys going to do for the day? Because there's really nothing for you guys to do. You don't have jobs, I don't think.
I have a job. I'm an artist.
I feel that there would be a lot of people arguing that point.
Well, those people can go fuck themselves.
I mean, I agree, but uh okay, so I guess you're going to just be painting or what are you going to do?
No, yeah, she's probably gonna be, I'm probably gonna be working on whatever my latest thing is. Considering the past few days, it's probably gonna be something kind of dark.
And Josh, what are you going to be doing for the day?
Well, I am an 1800-year-old trust fund baby, so I get to just meander, I suppose.
I bought 36 tons of gold in 3 AD. I am fucking loaded.
Not even fucking loaded. I think that would go against
No.
Arex's like personal creed of I really shouldn't too heavily mess with the humans' history. Becoming a massive wealthy superpower would in fact be that. I'm not Iron Man.
Actually,
Actually, you kind of are.
actually, to keep money in his pockets, he's been digging up fossilized bones of his ancestors and selling those off.
How much money is remarkable 26 in resources?
You know what? I will look it up in the advanced book.
Cool. But I think what Arex would do with today is, I know we were told we were essentially off the case, that we should take some downtime because Manimator has officially become like outside of our pay grade. But I think Arex is going to spend the day, oh, kind of trying to kill two birds with one stone. I still need to go check with the Ganymede estates, like I said I would.
Wait a minute, you're going to kill two birds with one stone? Why not just eat them?
We don't talk to what happens to the pigeons that land on Arex's balcony or fire escape or whatever it is.
Okay, so large business or chain of businesses, established trust fund or upper class.
It's an established trust fund.
So while I say you didn't go hog wild by buying all the gold in existence after Jesus died, you've made some smart decisions through history to set things up for yourself.
Listen, I just had a couple caches of South Pacific artifacts, some things from the early days of the Rice Kingdoms, and just sold them and
That
put the proper money in the proper places. It's okay.
that massive temple of gold that was in the Savage Land.
I do not have a massive temple of gold in the Savage Land. I might have a temple though.
Anymore.
No, he just sold Pandora's box to a collector. The Dead Sea Scrolls, which went missing. He stole those and sold those off to collectors.
Darby, how have you been going about advertising your business?
Well, obviously he doesn't have the money to put himself on the air or make a commercial or anything. However, he oh shit. No, he doesn't have any skill in computers. You know what? We're going to go for it anyway. Our little the internet nowadays, it's kind of like you can make your own web page still, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Well, he's this morning what he's going to do is he's going to make an attempt to learn how to make his own web page.
Okay, you know what? This is what we're going to do. I need you to roll me a reasoning roll. You need to roll high. That was not the roll. Okay, so
Why 8?
So, congratulations, Darby. You have successfully made the absolute best GeoCities webpage of 1995.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I can also probably put my business in the paper.
Print is kind of out of date now.
They got to have something online that states,
I had you roll because you wanted to use your knowledge without the computer background to make a web page. Well,
Oh, I knew I didn't have a computer background, but I said, you know what? Go big or go home. Let's go for it.
okay, so you succeeded at making one, but by God, is it an eyesore? However, because you rolled so low, you're pretty proud of it. You know what? No, I won't be that mean to you. Give me an intuition roll.
Oh, oh, that's not bad. 76, and I got EX16.
Okay, you know it's bad. You were really proud of it when you finished it, but then after staring at it for a little bit and I don't know the tiled gifs of fire, uh, you realize it's bad.
So we're gonna scrap this.
You're gonna try one more time.
You know what? He's gonna be smart about this. Um. Okay, so my character doesn't know who has a job and who doesn't. Um. How would I? Is there anything like similar to on the on the net that I could put my business out to? You know, like a list of services or something. You know, like they used to do in the paper, but in net form.
You mean like a want ad?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's several places that you can do stuff like that.
Okay, my character will do that.
Okay. Um.
After the headache goes away from viewing his own webpage and work.
Okay. So because of your resources, you're gonna have to go with anything that's free.
Oh yeah, no, I figured.
Okay. This is gonna take you a good portion of the day.
Okay.
The designing, the scrapping, and then just writing an ad.
Oh, that's fine.
Um, Frank,
Yeah.
uh, Damien is at the pubic library.
Public.
Um, and this older woman comes in, and she walks straight up to you, and she goes, "I'm looking for books on the occult."
I direct you to the third floor, section 4, row 5, shelf B, occult section.
Thank you. And she walks away. Uh, you notice as she is walking through some of the more crowded areas, everyone seems to keep a distance from her. Like it looks natural. It's not like they're pushed aside, but it just seems really really obvious that there is some sort of influence happening because whenever they get within, let's say, 6 feet of her, they go do something else.
Okay, I just watch her a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, it's nothing out of the ordinary. It's not like she's, it's picking up her stick and hitting people. So can't do anything about it if people shy away from her or move. It's not like she was giving me a, hey, I'm a creepy villain vibe.
Um, trying to figure out how to rope everybody else into this.
And besides, we're a public library. I doubt the occult books we have are going to be exactly what she's looking for. Highly doubt it.
Okay, Darby. I okay, no, actually I won't do that. Aubrey and Arex. Uh I'll say Aubrey, you're taking out the trash. Arex, you're just kind of chilling, and you both notice that somebody is walking up the stairs towards the top floor.
Okay.
Um, as he comes up to the final landing, uh, he's he's pretty youngish. I mean, he's probably around your age, Aubrey. Uh, and he looks very sheepish, and he's looking around at the four lofts.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but he looks after a moment. He looks at you and he goes, "Excuse me, I'm looking for the office of Detective Greenwood."
Uh, uh, there's a guy who thinks he's a detective that lives in that room.
Guy who thinks he's a detective.
I don't know, he acts like he came out of a movie. An old movie.
I he turns around. He's confused and slowly walks over to Darby's door and uh, knocks on it very timidly.
Obviously, I answer.
Are you Detective Greenwood?
Oh, yes, I am. Please come in.
Okay. He, oh my God, Possum! Shut up, buddy. Oh, my prancing pony. Um. So he comes in. He sits down. He looks very nervous.
Can I offer you anything to drink?
Oh no, thank you. Um.
How may I help you today?
Well, I'm hoping that I can enlist your services to help me find uh, uh, my uncle's ring.
Okay. Okay, and I pull out a notebook and a notepad and whatnot. And what does your uncle's ring look like?
Uh, it's I don't know what the gemstone is. It's a black gemstone.
Do you know? Is there any diamonds surrounding the black gemstone? Is the ring made of gold, white gold, silver?
Uh, no, the band is metal. I I think it's some sort of silver, but I'm not sure. My uncle
Uh,
talked about it all the time, but it's been missing for quite a while.
okay. Do you have any pictures of your uncle maybe wearing the ring or pictures of the ring itself?
Um, I do.
Oh, may I see them?
Um, yeah, he brings up his phone, goes through some images, and shows you the picture of the ring.
Okay.
It is a fairly massive gemstone. It is square cut, and it looks like the band is a metal, but you've never seen a metal like it.
Okay, so I can definitely rule out silver.
Yes, it is definitely not unless it's a very tarnished silver.
Sorry, I'm kind of typing all of this down as we go. My character is also taking notes. But okay. Does your uncle? Do you know where your uncle last saw the ring?
Uh, um, the the last time he saw it, it was in his house.
Okay. Does your uncle have a lot of visitors, or the last time he saw it, was there a lot of people going in and out of his house that day? Is he the only one living?
Are you asking me if my uncle's the only living relative?
No, I'm asking, was he the only one in that house that day, or was there somebody else?
Well, he gets visited by family a lot, but I I it would be very reckless of me to try and blame my family.
That's okay. I understand. Um,
But my uncle's house did have a break-in uh, a couple decades ago.
a couple decades.
Like I said, it's been a while since he's seen the ring.
Okay. Um, did he go to anybody sooner about this? Um, like maybe go to the police and report it stolen at the time when he noticed it was missing?
Uh, no, because didn't really notice it was stolen until recently. My uncle is a collector of a lot of artifacts.
Okay. I'm understanding now. Okay. Um, and you said okay. Um, out of character. I'm going to give him like whatever the normal rate for whatever this is at this time period. Obviously, because I'm just new starting out, I'm going to offer a little bit cheaper than that just to compete. I don't know how much that would be though, and I'm going to see if they agree.
Of course, he agrees.
Okay, very well. Do you would you mind taking me or letting? Would your Do you think your uncle would mind if I paid him a visit?
I'm not so sure that's a great idea at the moment.
Um.
I I can try and make some arrangements if you'd like me to.
Oh, okay. Is it? Does he have a busy day today?
He does.
Okay. No, I completely understand. Um. Definitely, I won't be able to really know anything until I do visit him. See where the ring was located. Um. Maybe jog some of his memory a little bit. Would be a good place for me to start. Definitely, if you could make let me know, or he can call me. As I say that, my hand, because I haven't had any business card made. I'm gonna write down my phone number. I'm gonna hand it to him, saying either you or him get in touch with me when he is free.
Is there some sort of paperwork that we need to fill out to state the price and what all needs to happen?
Sorry, smoker's call. Yes, we will have to arrange a contract of sorts. But who would be paying my services if the price is agreed upon?
I would be paying for the service.
Okay. Sit right there, and I will. Out of character, would I have to have that done by the court?
No, it's you just need a contract that states what services you're offering, what price is going to be, and when money is due.
Okay. I'm sure there's a basic tablet of that online that he can go to and print one out, making some adjustments here or there. Basically, payment due upon completion. Um, Payments due upon completion of my thing. So basically, when I'm done with everything, then they can pay me for it and all that good stuff.
Okay, so you hand him the contract. He looks it over. This is a refreshing change of pace.
Oh, how so?
Most contracts are digital now.
I'm a little old fashioned.
So am I.
It's good to see someone who appreciates the past as well as the future.
Uh, he signs it, hands it over to you so you can sign it.
I signed it as well, and then I put it in one of my
Darby,
empty. Yes.
when you sign it, your signature glows red.
Can I roll?
Sure, go for it.
I'm assuming this would be a reasoning
Uh,
or intuition. Can I roll my intuition to
sure.
see if it's something
Go for
I've studied in
intuition.
the past?
You have no fucking clue.
Yeah, I have no clue what that means. Yeah.
You do know, however, that ink isn't supposed to be doing that.
Oh no, I do know that, but if I had studied anything about this in prep, I would have forgotten it already. I have forgotten it. I don't say anything, and I try and hold a straight face. I put it in one of my cabinets, and I thank him for his time. Thank you. Hopefully, I will be hearing from you or your uncle very soon.
I'm sure you will. I'll let you get back to whatever it is you do here.
Oh, thank you.
And he leaves. Aubrey,
Yeah.
you are heading back from the trash chute, and you see timid guy coming out of Ronald's loft. He his demeanor is different.
Okay.
Give me a psyche roll, please. Okay. So,
Like mine, but reverse.
when when you look at this guy for the briefest of seconds, there was something on his face. Two somethings. It looked like uh I want to say it reminded you kind of like glasses, but they were firmly attached to his face and there were no lenses. It just kind of went around his eye, down his temple, and then kind of jutted and then came to a point right by the tip of his nose. Or the bridge of his nose. And it was definitely metal.
Okay.
But then, uh, it was gone. And now, shy, timid guy is going down the stairs and he's whistling.
Fair enough. I mean, I guess things went well.
As soon as I see him leave the building, I am leaving my apartment and going, A-Rex!
So, you go to Arex's apartment. And
Yeah,
since he just left, and Aubrey was heading back to her apartment, you see Ronald come out of his loft and head over to Arex's loft.
I have the contract in my hand. I figure with A-Rex's age, he might know something about this.
So do you knock on the door or you just barge in?
Oh, I politely knock on the door.
You better.
Knock, knock.
So Rex calls from inside. Door's open. Come in.
I open the door. Hello, Mr. Rex. So I
They
understand.
blink a few times at being called Mr. Rex, and then proceed to look down
No,
at
no, no. He
themselves.
said Rex, not X.
No, Mr.
He
Rex.
said Mr. Rex.
I
Look-
know. I was being I was being sarcastic.
So you would say you've been alive for a very long time.
1800 plus years, yes.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Since you've been around since Jesus, wouldn't it be like 6,000 years?
No.
No, I was around since actually before Jesus, 200 BC, so it would actually be more than that. Sorry, hang on.
It would be 2263. It would
Yeah.
be your exact age.
2263 would be, yeah. And that's not exact. That's like an approximate date. You stop losing count after the first 1,000. Anyway,
Well,
so yeah, go back.
Yeah, but you're a dinosaur, so it'd be millions, wouldn't it?
No,
No.
because we still need to respect the Marvel timeline that mutants first appeared technically 10,000 years ago.
Plus, it actually simplifies the character a great deal to not be 65 million years old, and just be a dinosaur from the Savage Lands that's a mutant. Than what I originally had for concept, where they were like a dinosaur that survived the meteor strike.
Okay, so if you were around since before Jesus, and
We've already established that he is Raptor Jesus.
then you're basically, then that means the Earth is older than 6,000 years.
Oh, definitely. Anyway, getting back to the roleplay of it.
That's good. I was wondering. Yes.
If you're gonna start typing in German, I'm gonna come in there and I'm gonna hit you over the head. All right. You don't know enough German, so don't even try.
No, I googled that.
I know you Googled it.
Yeah, because they have a different word for wrestling.
Yeah, it didn't. The Google did not know.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, so 1,800 years. That's actually really good. I just had my first out of character. I've just had my first customer.
Congratulations.
Thank you. As you know, I'm old-fashioned, so I had a paper contract signing. And when I signed my name, the letters I was signing with appeared red for a second. And I was wondering if you've seen that before.
Jimmy, what I roll?
Let me take a look at your character sheet right quick.
No problem.
I am going to say it's a reason roll. Roll high.
I'll do my best.
Please roll high.
31.
It's not something that you've encountered before.
So Eric's just kind of shrugs and goes, Ronald, a thing about the world is that the world's always been mystical, and there's more traditions and methods than anyone could catalog in a lifetime. I'm not Stephen Strange. I'm just old.
Not a problem. I just wanted to know if this is something I should be concerned with, since it happened while signing a contract.
Oh, I'd probably definitely be concerned, but I can't tell you what actually to be concerned about.
I love it.
But I would
Should
definitely
I
be concerned.
should I be concerned? Oh, most definitely.
Thank you, and I apologize for if I was interrupting anything.
She looks at the phone that's on hold. Sorry, I said she again. They looked at the phone that's on hold and consider for a moment. You didn't. You just took your client at face value. Then you didn't ask questions about the task or.
No, I know what my job is. I'm waiting for a meeting with his uncle.
Well, you normally would need to ask a few questions to assess their intentions. Like that's protecting yourself 101.
Oh, no, I thought it odd that he came and not his uncle, since his uncle is the one that needs my services. But all they wanted me, all he wants me to do is find a lost antique ring.
I see.
Which to me wasn't odd. Possibly stolen, or a family member could have taken it. Nothing too serious. It wasn't until the contract was signed that appeared. I thought not to say anything about it at first. So I kept my professional demeanor to not arouse any suspicion on his end. And this way I can what I think I need to do is read more about the occult and try and determine what this means before I take any action.
Possibly. That might be wise, but do whatever is best at your discretion. After all, you don't need the unsolicited advice of we just met yesterday.
True, but with you being as old as you are, no disrespect intended, it would be wise for me to heed any advice you might have from your life experience.
Well, that's flattering, but I'd also remark that it's probably a greater disrespect to misgender someone, especially when they're wearing a dress. It's they, sweetie. I don't go by Mr. I don't go by Mrs. I'm just Rex.
Oh, my apologies. I just assumed. That's my fault.
It's all right.
Well, I'm going to go back to researching now. And I'm going to give you my client's name just in case something happens to me.
Go ahead. I have a sorry. My console's on the table over there. Just type it in the notepad. I leave it up.
Thank you. I type in my client's name.
Darby,
Yes?
here's a question for you. Looking at the client's name, you don't know how you're going to find the characters necessary to enter it into the computer.
So what Rex sees is me go over to the computer, take out the contract that I had brought with me to show him, just in case he knew. And he sees me go over to the computer, start to type something and then stop. And Rex hears me mumble, "Well, this is concerning."
Rex had just barely been about to put the call that they were on back on, or take it off hold, and walks over.
Oh yeah, you see the name.
So are these like 10 symbols that could be 10 keyed in? Like, are these actual, like, is it just a foreign language, or is it like actual like symbology or hieroglyphics?
Um, when you look at it, it says Thomas Menlo.
It just says Thomas Menlo. It's not a very complicated. Hang on. And so they flip the phone over to camera mode and just snap a picture of the contract at maximum efficiency.
Okay.
He just says the name Thomas Memo right in front of me.
Menlo, yes.
Are they still at Arex's apartment?
Yes, they
Yes.
are.
I'm gonna go see what's going on.
Well, you see computer contract. Arex is wearing a flouncy red dress, and and yeah, that's the scene.
So
So what does it look to me? Like, what are the symbols to me?
you have never seen anything like it.
So, assuming that Rex can see the same thing I'm seeing, you can read this language?
I didn't say that he's seeing what you see. Looking at your picture on the phone, it says Thomas Menlo.
No, I assumed Rex could see the same symbols I'm seeing.
No, Rex cannot see the same symbols.
No, but my character doesn't know that. He only heard him say Thomas Memo. So I look
Menlo.
Menlo. Thomas Menlo. So I'm going to go. So he's going to naturally respond. You can read this language?
What's going on? You came over here looking as pale as a man who just had Bruno stick his bean shooter in his face and threaten him with the big sleep.
Oh my god.
Hey, did you? Arex points with both like finger guns. Hey,
I love the fact that you're using the language more than Darby is.
Mr. Greenwood, I see that as just English. It's just an English name.
Can I describe to him the first symbol I see in the contract?
Okay. So he's describing this kind of loopy in some sections, jagged in others, with like a dot and a triangle, and but that is definitely not what's on that page.
Arex lifts the communicator, the phone, takes the call off phone. Sweetie, listen, I'll meet you at the 7th Street Culvert, probably on weekend. I'll chat at you later. We'll touch base, figure out a time. Something came up. Bye. And then hangs up the call and looks at the picture that they took.
So I look at the picture and it says Thomas Menlo on it, on his phone.
Oh no, you see the symbols.
Oh, okay, so I still see the symbols.
Oh yeah.
Do I still see the symbols?
No, you just see Thomas Menlo.
I I take out I say 1 second. I run back to my apartment, come back with a piece of paper, and I attempt to copy the symbols onto the paper to show them what I see.
Roll your psyche.
Well, this might not go well.
Meanwhile, Arex looks at Aubrey like, what in the hell is going on?
What's your psyche?
UN 100. It's a EX 16.
Uh huh. And you rolled a what?
40. That might just make it.
No, it does not. All right, so
No, it does not. Oh, I'm just under.
So Ronald starts scribbling out the symbols that he sees. That's what you see.
What the haha?
What do you mean the ha ha?
You said that's what you see. I'm looking to see what you posted.
I do see it's in the chat.
Yeah, it's in the chat.
It's in the chat on Roll20. It says Thomas Menlo.
Oh, I was still on the character page. So I see that that's what I write.
Yes, that is what you write.
No, no. Rose Greenwood starts. Oh no, this isn't what I see. And then he's going to give it another go, one more time.
Roll your psyche.
Oh, luck don't fail me. 45. We did 5 better. This game wants to kill me. I think I made the first green feat.
That is what you write, Darby.
Well, you should really keep those urges to yourself.
Oh my god.
I need to sit and think. That's not what I see, I promise. And those are not urges.
I will say, Darby, that you did succeed, but the problem is because you succeeded, that's what the message said.
Oh, so that is what the message says.
Well, as you were trying to transcribe what the symbols were, because you succeeded, it altered what it was, and now it's I want to eat a baby.
So is that what it says now on the paper, or is
Yes,
that just what I wrote?
it starts out with you spelling out Thomas Menlo again, but then you kind of draw like a scribbly line, and then it's I want to eat a baby.
Ugh. But then it's still just the symbols on the contract.
No,
Oh,
it's still not the symbols on the contract.
oh, okay. So now the contract says, "Tom, I want to eat a baby."
No, no. To you, the contract still has the symbols.
Oh, okay,
You
that's what.
are
That's what I wanted to
unable.
understand.
You are unable to transcribe it.
Okay. Oh no, that's what I wanted to clarify. If it was still the symbols that I saw on the contract. Got it. Um, I think Greenwood at this point would sit down in frustration.
How's Aubrey reacting to all this? I mean, she just saw him try to write out Thomas Menlo, started doing it again, and now apparently he wants to eat a baby.
I'm going to use my image creation to do an image of a glass of scotch, and I'm just going to pretend to drink it while I think.
I'm just having a good old time, just enjoying the heck out of this insanity. I think.
All right, so we're going to cut back to the library. The older woman comes back to the desk. Uh, while she's still a distance from you, she goes, "Where is your occult section? The serious occult section. Where are your antique books?"
So out of character, where would those be? Because
Uh, probably in the basement and fairly well protected.
would I know this?
Yes, you would. He can't even spell it right. Um,
Would I know that these books are to be protected and not accessed by common people?
uh, yes. You know that there is a special curator for these books.
And these people that are looking for these books would know to contact that person
Yes.
and not me.
Yes.
So I'm going to play stupid.
Wait, what?
And I'm talking out of character. And I'm going to be playing stupid about this.
Okay.
You're supposed to say yes. Ma'am, though that is where our occult section is.
I happen to know this library has a very extensive antique book collection.
Mm, if we do, I have no knowledge of it.
Are you really going to be playing this hard, this idiot routine?
What do you mean? I've only been working here 6 months, ma'am. I have no knowledge of any other cult section other than what's on the third floor.
Very well. If that is your only occult book section. She raises up a hand, snaps, and there's this spiral of fire that engulfs that area.
Sprinklers go off.
Doesn't seem to be affecting the fire.
Well, it's affecting everybody else.
Oh yeah, people are running and panicking.
Well, the fire alarm's going off, so sprinklers are going off. Tell everybody to head towards the exits calmly.
Now, I will ask again. I would hate to think that you would sacrifice every book in this building, and perhaps the lives of everyone in it, to keep from helping me.
If you know about certain books, and you know who to contact about certain books.
Yes, but me and Elizabeth Strange don't exactly get along.
Well, I don't have keys.
Well, I'm sure that one such as yourself can find a way to bypass any of the security measures that are in place.
I may play stupid, but I'm not that stupid. I
That is yet to
value
be seen.
I value my life that much. I'm not going to go tampering with stuff I don't know anything about
Says the man that was experimented on.
illegally. I didn't volunteer.
Yes, and that was very entertaining.
So if you know who to contact to get in there, I suggest you contact them. Since I was not given a key or access, I will not access it.
But you have access. You have wonderful powers.
Powers that I don't have control of, that I don't fully understand, that I didn't ask for.
But they're powers that are not magically protected against.
Again, powers that I didn't want or ask for. Powers that were thrust upon me.
Yes.
I would rather be dead than help you do something like illegally break into that vault. So if you want to kill me, kill me. But I'm not going to help you.
Oh no, Mr. Frost. I would never be so crass as to just kill you. If you don't help me get into that vault, I will kill everyone in this building. Except you. And I will ensure that the flames of perdition itself stays far away from you. You know, until your lack of saving these people brings you to me anyway.
Why don't you just contact Miss Strange herself?
I've already told you, me and her do not get along. I'm not looking to steal anything, I just need reference points. I won't hurt anything in there. I'll even make an agreement.
Oh, I've heard that one before. Right before I was turned into this.
Yes, but my agreements are a bit more binding than that.
Yes. That's what the devil always says.
Who said anything about the devil? Lucifer has nothing to do with this.
Are you implying that satanic magic doesn't need to involve Satan?
Reference points. You expect me to believe that?
I am looking for one book that I happen to know is in this collection. I will not leave with any of its pages, and I will not bring harm to any other book. I just need the information that's in it.
What information?
It's to help me find a family heirloom.
A spell.
No, just information.
What book? What page?
Um, she tells you that it's the diary of uh, Mother Eustace.
Do I know that to be a really bad book?
No.
Oh, okay.
Um, and I'm not entirely sure what page it's on, but I know that it's going to be around. It's going to be from a journal entry point somewhere about 60 years ago.
Pertaining to what heirloom?
A black jeweled ring. Believe it or not, even though I'm sure you won't, I want to ensure that this ring does not get found by the wrong people. I'm actually doing something, and she looks rather nauseated at this and goes, altruistic.
You're right, I don't believe that one. But I'll get you the information.
Excellent, I'll wait right here.
But if you harm anybody,
Oh, don't worry, I'm not going to harm a living person. You have my word. As I said, I'm doing this for altruistic reasons, so I will not harm anyone. And I'll stop the fire so it doesn't spread.
he gets somebody to cover the front and he goes down to the vault. And as he walks in, he locks it right as he walks in. He locks the door behind him.
Okay.
You know, every lock he undoes, he relocks. And then he goes and finds the book and finds the information, writes it down on a piece of paper, Now, when he finds the book, how is it? How is it written? Is it written in plain? How is it? How does it look? How does the information look to him?
It is in English. I mean, it's only the entry is only 60 years old, so it's from 2003.
Okay, so he writes down the information.
Okay. And then you go back.
And then I go back and I give it, hand it over.
See, was that so bad? I even did a nicety. I need to stop doing that. I restored the occult section. And she does the air quotes, occult section. Let me ask you something. This ring can do very terrible things. If I need to, would you be willing to help me keep it out of unsafe hands?
Who's looking for it?
Oh, there's a great number of people looking for it. Not all of them are my kind.
What kind is that? The altruistic kind?
Please don't use that word around me. I don't like it. It's like describing the. Nope. It's like a word to describe cake. It's not necessary. But if I need help keeping it out of dangerous hands, will you help me?
As long as it's for the right reasons, yes.
Very well. If you do end up helping me, there might even be a favor in it for you. Let me assure you, favors from me are a very, very good thing. It's at this point she turns around and she leaves. Back at the apartment, I'm sorry, the lofts.
Yes, the loft.
I'm sure at this point, Greenwood's back in his apartment researching um, different reasons why his ink would turn red and why he can't, you know, the symbols.
Okay. Let's make a reasoning roll. Let's see how far this rabbit hole goes.
Yeah, because reasoning has worked so far. Or was that intuition? Okay.
Both of them have sucked for you.
Yeah, well, not every roll can suck, and this one's going to be good. Just watch.
Why do you do this to yourself?
I know, I love it. Oh, it's not that bad actually.
75, and my reasoning is incredible 36.
This is like the first time I've ever seen him actually talk himself into a good roll. This is unprecedented.
Up is down, left is right.
Normally he talks himself up, and then it's the worst thing I've ever seen.
While Polyhedrus giveth and Polyhedrus taken away.
All praise math, Jesus.
Math Jesus had to be merciful at least once.
Okay. Uh, so you find a very deep rabbit hole of information. Some of it you're fairly certain is inaccurate,
Okay.
but uh, some of it not so much. Like the general consensus is you are dealing with a contract demon.
Oh, yay.
However, there's conflicting information about the contract demon. Uh, Mostly because of folklore with like crossroads demons being mentioned and various stuff like that. So you're you're fairly certain that it's not a crossroads demon because you weren't at intersecting roads and you didn't bury something to summon the demon.
Right.
It also wasn't sealed with a kiss.
Oh. Better luck next time. Um,
But um,
did I find anything matching any of the symbols?
no,
Okay. It was worth a shot. I probably would have needed a 77 or a red feet for that, at least. Um, that's good. So,
I mean you did find a couple of things that looked kind of similar, but they weren't helpful at all.
okay. So, my character has an idea of what he just did. He signed a contract with the contract demon.
Uh, yes. And there's also conflicting information about what could be the outcome of said contract.
I'm assuming if the contract is broken. What the conflicting things, I'm assuming.
No, there's just various different accounts of like, do they get your soul? Uh, it's just very questionable about what stakes are at uh, what the stakes are in a demonic contract.
Is there any mention of what happens if I fail the contract?
There's nothing specific, but it's not a good thing.
Oh, I figured. Um, okay. Um, is it pretty late in the day, or is it still like afternoon, late afternoon, or?
I'll say it's probably around 5 o'clock now.
Okay.
Um, I will say that uh, there is one thing different from your contract, than any other thing that you found online.
And what's that?
You wrote it.
Oh, that's true.
And there is absolutely no information about that.
So here's the question: what's so special about this ring that he wants to found that would let allow him that would one involve a contract demon and two let me write the contract?
You have no idea.
Okay. Instead of bringing out scotch, my character is going to pour himself some coffee, and we're going to start looking for rings that were that might match the photo that I saw.
Okay. Uh,
Again, he doesn't know what the ring's name is, but he's going to write like similar descriptions and try and search for it.
okay. Frank, you arrive home from work. Uh, I'm I'm not sure anybody's actually outside of their apartment.
I'm probably still doing my ring research.
What has Aubrey been doing since the trash? And then the brief entertainment of uh fat bastard.
I mean, if everything's kind of broken up, then she's probably back in her apartment doing
Art
art,
stuff.
art stuff, artsy stuff. Just some gay shit.
Okay. When I arrive home, I don't make any mention of what happened at the library,
Okay.
and just for the heck of it, yes, I kept a copy of the information I took from the book
Okay.
about the ring. And since nobody's outside, if I don't see anybody outside, then I just basically go to my apartment.
Yeah, I'd say Arix is outside trying to decide what to do. They are not in the dress anymore. Those
Okay.
plans have been ruined.
Son of a bitch.
um. Um. Okay. So, how do I want to rope Aubrey and Arex into this?
Arix is already roped in.
Um, give give Arex something they might need help with, so they can ask for help. Maybe.
Maybe, but they're already pretty well roped in. They're contemplating whether or not to help Greenwood because Greenwood is obviously over his head.
Well, that's basically what I meant. Like something specific that Arex is like trying to help Greenwood with. And like I could use some help with this too, and yeah, I don't know.
Thing is how to rope Aubrey into it because do I really want to rope Aubrey into another dangerous situation?
Look, maybe Arex just needs a dam with great gams to. Sorry.
Um. Oh, I'm just trying. I'm formulating this as we go along, so I don't have all the players involved yet. I'm just trying to think on who else I want to include in this.
Fair enough.
Why not? So Frank's arriving. So Sergeant's arriving home, right?
Yes, Sergeant has arrived home.
Before Sergeant gets
Shorten it to
into
Sarge, not
Sarge.
Sergeant. Yeah, because if you keep calling him Sergeant, it's like takes too long. Just if you're gonna use his military rank, call him Sarge. Otherwise, just call him by his name.
I'm literally using Sergeant as the place of like a superhero name, like a call sign, just because that's the only thing Damien's given. So yeah, as Damien arrives, Arex kind of just fixes him with a look and says, "A moment for your thoughts, Damien."
What's up?
So, and gives a deliberate look over at Greenwood's door. Our detective out of time there has got their first job and apparently signed a contract that he really shouldn't have with some form of supernatural force he probably shouldn't be involved with. I'm contemplating offering him a hand. Your thoughts on that?
What do you mean by offering him a hand?
Well, he's gonna need someone to watch his back, probably, if he's dealing with this sort of thing.
Okay, I feel like you're leaving something out because you're being very cryptic right now.
Magic stuff. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not trying to be cryptic. I don't know much about mysticism. So, yeah, magic stuff. Magic is bullshit, okay?
Tell that to the demon who just set fire to the occult section of the library.
I will. If I ever meet her, I will look straight into her eye and say magic is bullshit. I will also point out the futility in burning down a section of physical books in the year 2060 where we probably digitized most media and therefore we can just reprint them whenever we want.
Do you honestly think the demons think about that?
I don't. That's why she did it.
Demon like, hey, fire, flashy, scary. Wahaha!
Arex, an intellectual. We could just make them later. We could just reprint them later. There's probably a digital archive of
I've destroyed all your books. What are you gonna do?
Well, you've made a lovely message, but
reprint them? Well, you can't. That's cheating.
So
technology is also bullshit.
So he's involved with someone using magic?
Yeah, he signed a contract and there's some form of magical binding element. Can't reveal the guy's name other than it just keeps coming out Thomas Menlo, which is apparently not the real name. It's sketch. Or as he would need to say it, it's some flim-flam.
Yeah, it does seem kind of like he's involved with a shady type of character. Well, if you want to help him out, I don't see why you shouldn't, if that's what you feel you want to do. But if he's got himself mixed up with some shady type of characters, I'd watch your back. Otherwise, you or him or both of you might be sleeping with the fishes.
Hey, I'm enjoying that everyone is picking up the noir talk from the 1920s. It's comforting. Aubrey was doing it too.
I work in a library. Please.
I'm just of two minds on if we want to pursue this and help him out, or if we need to stay focused on the Manimator situation. I know we were told not to, but since when has a cape ever actually done that when told?
Can't we do both?
It's possible. I mean, I'm running out of leads on the Manimator thing.
Well, until we have a lead on the on one, we can always focus on something else.
True, true. All right, I'll go offer him a hand. How'd your day go, by the way?
Oh, not too bad. Had a malfunction with the sprinkler system. Some books got wet, but it can be replaced.
All right. So as you guys are talking, Aubrey, you get a knock on the door.
Go see who it is.
It's one of the college students from downstairs.
Yo.
Uh, can I talk to you for a moment?
I guess. What's up?
Uh, when when they come in, once you close the door, they turn around. Their demeanor changes slightly.
Well, I didn't say they could come in.
Well, he did.
He just walks in.
Yeah.
Well, my demeanor changes instantly too. Like, I'm sorry. I'm just like, yeah, what's up? At the door, and they just push their way in. That's fucking. That's rude.
That's home invasion? It's not allowed. Only villains do that.
Right?
Uh. So your demeanor changes. His demeanor changes, and he goes, "I need your help."
Uh-huh.
I don't have a lot of time.
Okay, that's true, because if you don't make, you just pushed your way in here. If you don't make it quick, I'm gonna put you in a bubble and roll you out the window.
I, I'm. I apologize, but I needed to speak with someone in your circle of friends that was either untainted or alone.
I don't know what that means, but this is getting creepy. So again, make it fast or bubble and then out the window.
The ring that your friend is trying to find needs to stay out of his hands.
What ring?
The one he was hired by the demon to find.
Is that what they were going on about? They're talking about weird symbols and Thomas Menlo and eating babies. I don't know what was going on.
Babies are a delicacy for demons.
Alright, fair enough. Who the fuck are you anyway?
I don't have a name.
Uh-huh.
I'm not high enough in the celestial chorus to have a name.
Whatever. Okay, fine. Don't get the ring. Got it.
No, you need to actively stop him from doing it.
Okay.
That ring was stolen for a reason, and it is to be missing for eternity. He,
Look,
he he starts to speak again, and there's like this shimmer of light that surrounds him, and then the guy goes, "What am I doing here?"
I don't know. Have you taken something funny recently?
No, I was downstairs doing my homework.
Okay. Well, you said you needed to talk and pushed your way into my apartment, and now we're here. So, have you been getting enough sleep recently?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
It's fine. You know, you've always been fine as downstairs neighbors.
I'll make you something, or I'll
It's
get you
cool.
something. He's now hurrying out the loft.
It's cool. Just take care of yourself. Get some sleep or something. And then I'm gonna go see A-Rex.
Okay, so there's now a powwow going on. So Arex, Damien, you're in Arex's loft when there's a knock on the door.
Come in. Door's unlocked.
So, the downstairs neighbor just forced his way into my apartment.
Oh my god, are you okay?
I mean, yeah. Apparently he was being possessed by someone who doesn't want, fucking Nikki the Nose over there to get the ring. Apparently it's meant to be lost for eternity, and he doesn't have a name because, I don't know, Celestial Core is I don't know. It was weird, and it was dumb, and I almost put him in a bubble and just dropped him out the window.
That's not how superheroes act, Emily.
Yeah, well, don't break into their house then. So he would have been fine. He would just been, on the ground in a bubble.
I'm saying it now. Eric's always keeps their door unlocked. But if anyone comes in, it's just going to turn into Jurassic Park. They're going to be looking around, and all of a sudden, it's just going to be Raptor face from behind them.
All right, so let me see if because I'm coming into all of this just late in the game here. So let me see if I got all this straight. Nikki across the way's got somebody wanting to find this ring. You got somebody running into pushing you into your apartment, telling you need to stop him from finding the ring, and you want to help him find the ring.
Well, I didn't know about the whole to make sure he doesn't get it. Now I want to make sure he doesn't get it because it sounds honestly okay. Putting two and two together, it sounds like whoever wants him to find the ring doesn't really have his best interests in mind, so he probably shouldn't find the ring, or one of us should get it first.
Okay, is there any other detail I need to know about just seems kind of off about all this because
I mean, they did say something about demons. Like, I don't know when I walked into a fucking bad religious movie, but I'd like to get out of it now.
How dare you, madam?
Look, I didn't sign up to play fucking Left Behind, okay?
I can assure you this is not going to be as bad as Left Behind.
it'll be worse. It's Left Behind too.
Oh no!
Left
Aubrey,
Behind her.
Aubrey, I have unfortunate news. This is what happens every time magic comes into superhero work. It's always this fucky.
I came here to be an artist. God
I
damn
know.
it.
Maybe you can pick up some spells that will let you paint automatically.
Maybe you can learn how to paint with blood.
Okay, you know what? I have telekinesis. I can paint without my hands already.
Good point.
You know those artists who like put the paint in the balloons and then pop them? I can do that with bubbles.
And mind bullets. Just think, if this was the 60s, they would have put you in a room and made you stare at a goat until the goat died.
The thing is, I could probably literally do that.
Give me 2 weeks, I can kill that goat.
It might take a while.
Well, it's easy to kill a goat if you can sit there and create a bubble. You just put a bubble around its brainstem.
I can't make bubbles inside of people or things.
You could always put one around its head and then wait for it to run out of oxygen.
No, that doesn't work either. We read the power. At least I think that's how it works.
If that was an option, Darby, we would have already done it to your character.
I also love that I'm now accepting it. Mickey the Nose is now Greenwood's superhero name.
Nose.
Mickey the Nose. So we have Arex, Sarge, Mickey the Nose, and we'll find one for Aubrey.
Bubbles.
I think she would slap the shit out of you.
Why not just have him called the Nose?
That'll probably be what it gets shortened to, but you're Mickey the Nose now. I'm sorry.
Ricky or Mickey?
Mickey.
Oh, why not Ricky?
Because that's not what Emily said.
No, Emily said Nikki the Nose.
Nikki the Nose. Okay, you're Nikki the Nose. I can. Now it's alliterative. It's even better. It's more superhero-y.
Oh,
You did that to yourself, Darby.
I'm sighing to where you guys can hear it on purpose, but you know what? Oh well, screw it.
Look. I'm just saying. If have a superhero call sign ready before you enter the game when playing a superhero game, or else people will just call you what they want. You might get a worse name from the media. Who knows?
It's a good chance you get a worse name from the media. Um,
Watch Frank's character gets named Cue Ball Thunder.
Cue Ball Thunder. No, no. Let's be honest. His hero name's gonna be Jumanji.
But his powers have nothing to do with the jungle.
Okay, I came back from my timeout corner just to hear the end of that.
Good, that's fine.
Um,
Yeah, Jimmy, I didn't hear a single word you said.
it doesn't matter.
So yes, Arex kind of looks around the table. So it's sounding like probably the best course of action is to go help the nose. In his case, mostly so in conspiracy to keep him from finding this ring. Or find this ring ourselves and make sure he doesn't put his hands on it. Question becomes, do we want to go forward with this and actually tell him he cannot grab the ring, or do we want to try subterfuge? I don't know if he has like some professional honor thing.
Out of character, he hasn't had a client list long enough to have a code of ethics.
This is my first ever client.
I don't know. It sounds like you're about to blow your first ever client. Which I'm sure that you don't get any more clients.
Giggity.
Oh my.
The sexual tension rises. Where's the meter? Anyway, yes, that
I
was all.
don't know. Does Darby's character offer pipe cleaning services?
I
don't
sure he is
know.
a professional pipe cleaner named Candy.
I don't know. I don't know, but I would definitely need heat resistance on the back of my throat.
And demonetized.
Oh my god. That was hilarious.
Alright, so the three of you are conversing whether or not you want to tell Darby that, or Nikki the Nose if you're working against him or not.
That is the question that I posed in character to the other two.
Okay, look. I just don't want someone bursting into my apartment again, so we gotta pick one of the two, I guess. I don't know, that whole weird thing about baby eating though doesn't make the person he's supposed to be helping seem very trustworthy.
Oh, definitely not.
But then again, breaking into my apartment's not very trustworthy either, so I don't know.
Only villains do that.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. I have to say we don't tell him, because if he's working with a demon to find this ring, and we tell him, then the bad guy's gonna know what we're doing.
I mean, maybe. So that might be a good idea, yeah.
I need to see that contract again. Arex whips out their little data pad, communicator, whatever it is, the Robon,
Yeah.
pulls up the picture that they took of the contract with the signature and everything.
Okay.
Does the little zoom on the screen, starts reading the contract.
Yeah, it's just finding and retrieving the ring.
Any other conditions Darby put on, or the nose put on, like how often he would report to the uh, to the client,
Oh,
or
I'm sure there was a boilerplate time, and it's probably just going to be like once a week.
So I'm seeing this contract for the first time. Do I notice anything peculiar about it?
No.
yeah, I know it looks ordinary, but when he was trying to write the name Thomas Menlo, he kept essentially spazzing out like a man possessed. Until eventually he wrote, Thomas, I want to eat babies.
Not babies, a baby.
A baby. Thomas, I want to eat a baby. And that was pretty convincing, honestly.
If that's what he's writing when he looks at that contract, yeah, I,
Maybe we should have someone also watching him to make sure he doesn't just eat any babies.
that's a good point too.
Okay, cutting over to Darby's apartment. Darby, your phone rings.
Um, I answer it, Detective Greenwood.
Hi, Detective Greenwood. This is Thomas Menlo.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Not bad, not bad. I've become aware that several family members are trying to find this ring as well, and I think it's vitally important that we find it first. So I was able to convince my uncle to let you inspect his house.
Oh, thank you very much. That will be most helpful. That might give me an idea of how they broke in. And,
I'm sure you'll see how they broke in once you get here.
Okay. And
Are you free now?
um I look out of character. My brain goes, contract demon, this is not good, but I don't want to find out what happens if I fail the contract. So I say, of course, I have nothing else going on today.
Great. Look, because it's semantics. You want me to come pick you up, correct? It would be for the best. It's the easiest way to get here.
Out of character, I don't have a car, do I?
Not with feeble resources, no.
Yeah, I didn't think I did. Well, considering I don't have a vehicle, I think that would be for the best.
Oh, well, vehicles won't be an issue. I'll see you here in a few minutes. He hangs up, and you are surrounded in a spire of hellfire, and you are in a castle.
By the way, on tonight's menu is babies. We're having a baby queue.
Oh, I don't think it's babies they're about to cook.
God damn it!
So, this is my uncle's place.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back.
I would highly recommend you don't touch anything. Highly recommend.
Touch it. Touch it. You know you want to touch it.
Frank's right. I do, out of character, want to touch everything to see what happens, but I'm not going to.
That glowing orbit's calling to you. Touch me. I'm harmless. Please touch me.
It would be the thing that you do, Darby. It would be the thing that you do.
It would, but I'm trying to
Wouldn't you
play a
have to roll
smart character.
resistance? on urge to touch things? Because everything in there would be like going, touch me, please touch me. I'm so lonely.
There's nothing that's actually calling out for him to touch them. It's mostly just like large storage shelves full of various knickknacks and things.
Darby, if you even touch me, I'm gonna sit there and get up and punch you. I'll be right back. I gotta punch Darby.
Run, stupid! Oh God!
Like, why does he just keep going along with everything? Fight! Fight! Reject a hook, please!
Anyway, uh, so Darby, you are surrounded by a bunch of knickknacks. Uh, there's there's like shelves of books. There's uh uh there's a few odd things on some shelves further in the back.
Mr. Minlow. Um,
Is that the cup of Christ?
Yes.
oh, where's your uncle? And
Oh
will he be giving? And will he be escorting me to the where the ring used to be located?
no, I'll be escorting you to where the ring is. My uncle has kind of lost his mind, so we generally don't trust anything he says
Oh.
or makes.
At that last point, Mr. Greenwood gives him a weird look. Makes?
It's a long story, a very long story that's really boring. It, let's just say he's lost his mind. It's a shame what humans call it, what Alzheimer's does to people. Uh, uh, uh. Oh, to hell with it. You've already seen most of this. My air quotes uncle is the infernal artificer, one of the great demons.
So my research was correct. You are a contract demon.
Yes, and he's not really my uncle.
Well, I don't want to work for a contract demon, but I also
Shit.
don't want to know what happens when I fail a contract from a contract demon.
Well, it doesn't matter if you don't want to. You already signed the contract, so you are.
Exactly. So,
And no, you don't want to know what happens.
exactly. So, let's skip the cryptidness and go straight to the facts, and I will help you find this ring.
Okay. The ring is a set of four. Three are here. Well, technically, 2 are here. The other 2 should have been in a safe place in. Let's go with the attic.
Okay. So how did the who do we suspect took the ring?
Well, that's just it. See, anybody who can come into hell could have taken the ring.
Possibly another demon.
Well, yes. But I don't
Okay.
think anybody would be stupid enough to do that.
Maybe do these if these rings are a symbol of power or they grant power, assuming.
Oh, they
Um,
grant unreasonable power. That's why all 4 of them can't be in one place.
So who would want power enough to the point of taking them?
Dante.
Um, well, there's magic users. I I'm fairly certain that the cult of Cthulhu is still somewhere around. Uh, there's there's for some reason Nazis again. Uh,
Really? Oh, that's interesting. I'm sure you'll see them soon.
you know, this is what I hate about you primates. You have such ideals about angels and demons, and you know nothing about us. Yet for some reason, the very structure of our being is formed by your opinions.
Okay, you know what? That's true.
You signed a contract to do him a service, not to listen to him, bitch.
But whose
Guys, why
fault?
aren't you? Why aren't you playing the hard-boiled detective?
That
That would have been a perfect line.
would have been a perfect line.
Yeah. I would like to plagiarize what Sasuke Naruto. No. Um. Anyway, we're getting off topic. My ideas on heaven and hell don't matter right now. What matters is finding this ring.
Yes, that is very important.
So,
Because even one of them is bad out in the world that you have.
okay. Here's my question. Because do you know it's out in the world, or do you know it's still in hell, or do you not know? Because if it's out in the world, I could definitely.
Well, it's not here in hell.
Okay. So unless a demon took it to Earth,
Which is possible.
okay. We can
I
rule
mean,
out.
my air quotes uncle can't go to Earth. And there's another greater demon that's currently, let's go with unavailable.
Okay. So let's go to where the ring is, and we'll figure out how they got in and how they got out.
Well, most demons aren't stupid enough to come to my air quotes uncle's house. So he doesn't really keep anything locked.
Oh. who on earth would be stupid enough?
Anybody who wants power. So, I don't know. All of you?
Huh?
It could have been taken by the Seraph, but I highly doubt they came for it. We have a deal with them. They get 2 and we get 2.
Okay. Do the Seraph normally honor their deals?
Oh, they have to.
Okay. So, where... So, will you take me to where the ring was?
Yeah, follow me. So as you're walking towards the back, you go down this hallway and you go into a room that has way more artifacts than what was in the other room. These are older and there's a lot of weapons and jewelry. This is the more sane storage facility.
Ah.
He takes you to uh, a display case, and you see that there are 4 indentations, but only one of them is full.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna what would it be, reasoning or intuition to figure some clue out here?
Intuition.
Okay, I'm gonna roll my intuition
Okay.
and see how good this goes. Not good.
Not good. Uh, yeah, you are just admiring uh, the ornate crystal casing and the velvet that's inside the display case.
I snap out of the beauty.
And it's at this point that uh, Thomas goes, "Oh, if you'll excuse me, my mistress is calling me."
Oh, very well.
I'll be right back. And he disappears in the spiral of fire.
So I'm looking around, probably just realizing that I'm in alone full of a bunch of. I'm alone in hell, filled with a bunch of demonic artifacts.
Yep. Frank, Emily, Josh.
Maha.
So as you guys are talking about, the sudden yet inevitable betrayal that's going to happen with Darby,
It's
uh,
for his own good.
I need all of you to roll your intuition, please.
Really,
Oh.
game?
Oh, Josh.
How does it feel, Josh? How does it feel?
You
Oh.
shut your mouth, you soft-boiled motherfucker.
That was funny.
So, as you guys are discussing the betrayal, Josh, you are completely oblivious. But Damien and Aubrey, as you guys are talking, you you hear the slightest sound, and then the sprinklers go off.
Oh no, my office.
Oh no, my painting!
Rush to Damien's room.
Why my room?
No, sorry, not Damien's room. Greenwood's room.
Okay, so you all rush over to well, Josh does. Is everybody else going to?
No, I'm gonna save my painting.
Okay, so you run off to save your paintings.
Is there a reset for the sprinklers to turn them off?
Yes, it's out in the hallway.
Well, one of the first things I'll do is I'll hit the sprinkler reset to turn them off
Okay.
and then head over to Greenwoods.
All right, so as Arex, you're the first into Darby's apartment. You can see that there's some smoke. There's a huge stench of sulfur in the air. And then there's a scorch mark at the at the point of Darby's desk, and then there's a scorch mark at the same exact location on the ceiling.
Angered raptor noise.
So, Frank, you come in and Arex is making some noises. High or low, Emily?
Hi.
Oh, you are so lucky. The water apparently didn't reach that section of the apartment where your paintings are.
Oh, good. Alright, go see what's up now.
Okay, so you get there last, naturally. The sprinklers have been turned off, and Arex has just finished making some sort of noise. And you also see the scorch marks on the floor and ceiling.
Is Greenwood dead? Is that what happened?
I don't see why he'd be dead.
I mean, fire pillar, maybe?
Yeah, I'm not smelling any human remains. Ashen or otherwise.
Fair enough.
No, it's just sulfur.
Really stinks in here, though.
Yeah, I guess all the rumors about brimstone and sulfur being synonymous with demons was a real thing.
Well, no wonder they're angry. If you live somewhere that stank like this all the time, I'd be pretty pissed off too.
Damien just takes note of the marks. Is it just like a ring? Or
There's just like a scorch spot on the floor, and then one directly above it on the ceiling.
so it's just like a ring?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
I mean, the chair is perfectly fine. It's just the surrounding area is scorched up.
I mean, I know we pretty much decided to do the thing already, but like, if they had ruined my paintings, then I would be doing it, only personally.
So what is everybody doing?
Eric's looks up. You're here to paint or kick ass and paint pictures, and you're all out of paint.
I mean, they didn't ruin my paintings, so I can still do both, I guess. Tell you what, though, if I had gone in there, my paintings are ruined. They wouldn't be getting that ring. In fact, if I found any other demon ring, I'd just take it away from them.
We're gonna need some help. Someone who knows magic.
Do you know anyone who knows magic?
Not in this country. Well, maybe in this country, but no one who could get here in a decent amount of time. We might want to call Stealthbird, see if the world heroes have some ties to. Yeah. We need a nerd.
We need a nerd. Alright, so Darby, you've been left alone for about maybe 10 minutes. Have you touched anything, or have you looked at anything else? You're talking, but I can't hear you.
Sorry. After being in there 10 minutes after snapping out of that, I got to work. Because the sooner I start, the sooner I can get done. So I'm going to roll my intuition one more time.
Okay, what exactly are you looking for?
I'm looking for ways they could have gone in. I don't have that. He took me as I was, so I don't have any of my detective gear on me. Not that I would have anything that could really be used in this situation. He doesn't have any sense of magic, but he's trying to guess on how they got in and how they got out, and where they could have gone.
You don't have to roll for that. As I mentioned before, there are no locks on any of the doors.
Okay. Can I use my intuition or reasoning to reason whether they, See, he has no cult lore either.
Alright, as you are wandering around,
I'm just trying to find something that could give me an idea of whether they portaled in and portaled out, or they just walked in from hell and then portaled to Earth. Does that make sense?
yeah. As you are in the room, you start hearing footsteps outside, slow, kind of clunky, and uh, as it comes across the doorway, you can see that this dude is probably about 12 to 15 feet tall. He is wearing a lot of plate mail, and it looks like he is playing with an egg beater.
Hello?
Um, he he stops and looks at you. I need you to roll your psyche. Roll high.
Oh, that's not going to happen, but we're going to try it anyway. Nope.
Okay, so uh, you when he looks at you, and you look into his eyes, suddenly every single one of your worst fears is lived. In slow, graphic detail.
My character would like to run and hide.
So you're gonna run and hide?
Um, so it's when I'm looking into his eyes, right?
Yes.
I would like to not look at his eyes.
Give me another psyche roll.
Ugh.
Okay, you do.
I- oh, thank God.
I'm going to describe it the best way that I can in a way that you would understand. Looking into his eyes is like looking into the deadlights.
Oh, that's not good. Okay.
But you were masterfully able to close your eyes and run away.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would like to do. Oh, however, as soon as I turn around to run away, I immediately open my eyes so I don't run into anything I really shouldn't.
All right, as you're running, Thomas appears in front of you. Where are you going?
I just looked at something and I relived every worst nightmare imaginable.
Oh, you've met my uncle.
I would like to stay as far from your uncle as possible.
Yeah, most people feel that way. Look, he's harmless. We think.
He was carrying around egg beaters.
Great, he's on his egg beaters of doom kick again.
Egg beaters of what?
Don't worry about it. There's a 90, well, there's about a 70% chance that his his new artifacts can't do anything. Of course, they could also destroy the world. We don't know, and we're not going to try it.
Can I just stay with you for the rest of the time?
Well, no. I certainly hope you got everything that you needed from here because I apparently got in trouble because I brought Immortal here.
Um, can I roll a quick intuition to see if before that happened, whether I got any information?
Sure, why not?
81 on an EX16, so.
You got. You think you got a few clues, which I
Um,
will figure out before the next session.
okay. I managed to get a few clues in. I'll have to pore over them before I get any more information, but I will keep you up to date.
Great. Oh, hey, if any of my cohorts come to you to get the ring, our contract is binding. You work for me.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. I work for you. The ring goes to you personally.
Good, Brennett.
Nope.
All right. I'll send you home where you can do whatever it is that humans do.
Okay. He is visibly shaken by that experience. I'm going to just, even though he was able to tear his eyes away and close them and run, I think living every one of his worst nightmares has visibly got him shaken to the core.
Oh, and because you're more aware of everything that's happening here, let's drop the Thomas name, shall we? That's the
Okay.
name of this meat suit. Don't need it.
Okay. What should I call you?
You can call me Eclipse.
Okay. And what would be a good way to get a hold of you if I need to?
Um, you know, the best way to get a hold of me would be, let me give you something. He hands you a pendant. Anytime you need to speak to me directly, take that, put it into a tin, and bury it at a crossroads. I'll be there.
So the crossroads thing has merit.
It has a little bit of merit. We really like fucking with you guys.
Okay. Because when I was trying to figure out why the lettering went red, I couldn't tell what was true and what was
Oh,
false.
that's because you signed a contract that I signed.
Okay.
It makes it binding in the strictest sense.
That I believe.
Okay, so you know how to get a hold of me. I know how to get a hold of you. Find the ring. Don't listen to any other demons. They're lying. And, yeah, good luck. And he sends you back. So, in the apartment, as you guys are as you guys are talking and trying to figure stuff out, there's another spiral of hellfire, and there is Greenwood.
God damn it!
He is
I
still.
moved quickly to stop the
Oh,
sprinklers.
you deactivated him, so it didn't activate.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
He is visibly shaken. Y'all can tell he's visibly shaken. He's kind of nervous. Not like nervous, but his body's kind of shaking a little bit. And he just pours himself some scotch and just starts sipping it.
So, he's it looks like he's heavy drinking. What are you guys doing?
We're gonna go back to Aubrey's for wine coolers.
Sarge, can you and Avi do me a favor?
What's that?
One, call Stealth Bird, inform her of the situation. Two, ask her if there's anyone magical on tap. And three, ask her if the Spirit of Vengeance is still functioning.
I don't know what that is, but all right, I'm on it.
I hope she'll know. Out of character, because if I get to work with Ghost Rider, I'd be jazzed.
I would like you to know, Josh, that there are multiple spirits of vengeance.
Oh, I know. I have an entire comic book that details all of them, including the Elephant Rider one. He was cool.
No. Not talking about the Ghost Rider. I mean, there are multiple spirits of vengeance.
I mean, yeah, that was the thing. There was like hundreds of them made.
But it's not just the Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
There's the Golden Age Black Widow. There's Nemesis. There's lots of spirits of vengeance.
I guess okay. Arex will specifically specify the one that rides atop something and has a flaming skull. Flaming skull face rides on something.
Gotcha. Flaming skull. Guess I'm gonna go call Bird Lady.
I'll attend to our second shock
Call
victim.
Ghostbusters.
Call the Ghostbusters.
I will call. I will attend to our shock victim here. Our second shock victim in under 2 weeks. Arex goes and gets the blanket off of Greenwood's bed and drapes it over his shoulders. Take your time.
So my research was correct.
Demons?
Yeah. Contract demon. So I am binded by contract, which is why the letters turned red and I could not read his name.
Well, we have more complications, but we can get to those once you're stable again.
I got to see hell.
Silver lining, you're one step closer to being the hard-boiled detective you always dreamed of.
I looked at a demon and I lived through every one of my worst nightmares in a slow and agonizing fashion. And I think that's where I lost my cool.
Yeah, that'll do it. You're okay now, though. Now you're, for the moment, safe.
That's the key word for the moment.
But we're gonna get some help. People who can actually deal with stuff like this.
Well, here's my question. What happens if I fail the contract?
That's where it gets a little complicated. You're not the only one who had a supernatural visitor today. Aubrey had one too. Someone who specified that for the good of everything, those rings need to stay lost. And they seem to specify that they were on the opposite side of the fence from who you're working for.
Well, I have a decision to make.
I wouldn't make it yet. You've just been through a traumatic experience. And even if you feel that you're okay, your brain's gonna be a little panicked for a while. Keep drinking. Relax. Let it pass.
I have a lot to think about.
Frank,
Yeah.
where's Damien?
I went back to my apartment, and the one that came to visit me, did she leave any type of contact information?
No, but I was going to tell you that when you get back to your loft, she's waiting there for you.
Of course she is.
Mr. Frost, you seem to be more into this than I realized.
There seems to be more to this than you mentioned before.
I'm trying to keep the ring out of people's hands. I've been completely upfront with you. However, you seem to be entangled with another demon.
Oh, I'm not.
Loosely. I can smell the hellfire in the air.
Yeah, I have nothing to do with that guy. I didn't sign any contracts. I walked into this situation. When I was dealing with you, my neighbor, if you want to call him that, he's the one that signed the contract, not me.
Well, this just seems to get more and more complicated, doesn't it? It seems that there is a race for this ring. I have it on good authority that one of the rings from Seraph is missing. And with that one missing, that means that there are two missing. A lot of things can happen with two rings. I am bound by accords that I can't just rip through the earth looking for these trinkets. However, I can ask a human to act on my behalf. The two options that can happen with those rings that are just coming off the top of my head are not ones that any of us want.
Let me guess. One of those options is, oh gosh, the earth is going to explode.
Well, I'm sure there would be lots of carnage, but the earth wouldn't explode exactly. But let's just put it this way. How much infernal lore do you know? Or seraph lore? How much do you know about angels and demons beyond what the Bible says?
Out of character, how much does he know?
Since you don't have it as a talent, probably nothing.
Do you think he could say enough to know that they're both assholes?
You could say that.
Like, you literally don't have to know anything to still say that.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Um, enough to know that both sides are assholes.
That is a fair point. However, I will give you a crash course in infernal lore and in the beginning there was hell. There was also Seraph. Two-dimensional planes. always at conflict. There was the Seraph, who had their ruler, God. It's a title, by the way, it's not actually the person. And, well, the ruler of hell, whose official term is Satan. But, again, titles. Or devil, actually, is the actual title. But there was a war. Earth was selected as the battleground. And our conflict got the attention of the primates, and what little information that they gleaned from stories of us, they turned it into a religion, mystically tying the earthen realm, Seraph, and Infernum. Hell had 5 great demons. They were the natural denizens of hell. Then the whole Lucifer story. And here we are, thousands of years later, 2 of the greater demons had to be banished and locked away. 2 of those rings can free one of them. Of course, there's other mythologies in play here. The 2 of them can also bring back Cthulhu. Can return power to the Eastern demons, who are legitimate magical creatures. Suffice it to say, there is a cosmic shitstorm happening if those 2 rings are used. And there are a lot of parties that are interested in them. I'm not entirely sure which demon your friend made a deal with. I will find out. But I do not think he is working for the best interest of everyone involved. So, I need your help again. And please realize how much of a pain this is to be coming to a human for help. Should I bring the other people here? The other ones that don't have a deal with a demon?
Oh, sure. I'm sure they'll love this one.
Very well. With a wave of her hand, both of you are teleported to Damien's apartment.
Wait, so I see.
You see Arex disappear in a spiral of hellfire.
Huh.
However, his is different. Or the one taking him away is different. It doesn't scorch the floor or ceiling.
So I pour myself another glass of scotch at this point.
So, Aubrey, Arex, you have been teleported.
Was that nearly necessary? We're less than 4 feet away.
The fuck?
Your
I
friends,
also
your friends are charming, Mr. Frost.
I'm put bubble out the window.
magic is bullshit.
I'm not using magic.
Don't care. Magic is bullshit.
And yes, it was necessary.
I'm not going to walk to your domiciles.
Arex literally pulls out a phone. You
Yeah.
just text me, son of a bitch.
Considering we don't want to sit there and let the other person know. Yeah.
Do you honestly think demons use phones?
Well, you should get with the times.
If you were smart demons, you would use phones.
I can assure you I am a very intelligent demon. Actually, I'm a greater demon.
I don't care. Can we just get on with whatever bullshit is next?
Well, as I told Mr. Frost, I need your assistance.
Everybody wants my assistant.
No, they don't want your assistant, Aubrey. They want your assistants.
That's what I said. I don't have an assistant. I wish I had an assistant.
I can give you one.
How about no? I don't want to be pulled into any more magical bullshit than I gotta.
Well, you have the stench of an angel all around you, so you've already been involved in this.
Oh, I know. Some asshole forced their way into my apartment and told me I needed to not let Nikki the Nose back there get the fucking ring and whatever.
Can someone please explain to me what Nikki the Nose is?
It's Greenwood. It's just a nickname for Greenwood because he's trying to pretend to be a Noir-style detective.
I see.
Like nose, sniff out the lead.
I can assure you that I just want the rings returned to their rightful places. 2 need to go to hell, and 2 need to stay in Seraph. That was the deal, and I plan on sticking to the deal.
It's at this point Damien produces the his copy of the information from the book talking about the rings.
Oh, you devious little primate.
And he hands it to Rex and Aubrey so they can read it.
The ring was stolen 60 years ago by this, let's just go with monk. This woman had an ability because she was Nephilim to access the corridor to get to heaven and hell, and she took 2 of the rings.
Sounds like he got some really bad security.
We don't know how she accessed the corridor. Nephilim aren't supposed to be able to do that. But Seraph's current reigning god and myself up with a deal to keep the rings separate. She stole them, hid them, went crazy, and then gave her journal to the Sorcerer Supreme. It took me 60 years to find out where it went. Hence why I came to you at the library. I can assure you, not that I know you won't trust any of this, but I have no ill intentions here. The demon that made the deal with Nikki the Nose,
If you're uncomfortable with it, you can just call him Greenwood. It's fine.
Greenwood, he's been able to mask who he was, so I don't know who made the deal, but I can assure you it is not for a good intention.
Well, he's somewhat using the name Thomas Menlo.
That really doesn't mean anything to me.
Well, he's a contract demon.
There are thousands of contract demons. If I knew his demon name, if he has one, then I could act, but I don't.
So if you saw a copy of the contract, would you see it in the same language that Greenwood sees it in? Or would you see it in how we see it, written in English?
Contract demons are a separate entity. They do fall under my purview, but I don't look over the contracts myself. So I'm guessing that there's measures in place to hide his identity.
Just wondering.
I can't offer up a written contract, but I can make a deal with you that I will act in no way against any of you if you help defend the rings and get them back to their rightful place. I don't suppose it would mean anything that the person asking you for this help is the Queen of Demons.
No. Look, we don't want bad things to happen. We're already on board. I mean, we live here. Having the place wrecked up would be bad. I mean that in a general sense, not a specifically this building sense. So,
Well, then for as much as it means, I thank you.
What happens if Green fails to uphold the contract?
Well, hopefully, if you can find out the demon who made the deal, I might be able to undo it before he fails. Best case scenario, his soul is devoured and his body becomes the new flesh suit for the demon.
That's a lovely image.
That's also the best case scenario.
I mean, can't you null it?
I need to know the demon's name. Do you know how many contracts I would have to go through?
Well, I mean, I don't,
Let
but
me let me paint an example. She snaps her fingers and all around you your surrounding is changed into racks upon racks of scrolls as far as the eye can see.
okay. First, leave the painting to a real artist, and second, you guys really got to digitize.
Uh, there's there's an intricacy to the contracts that computers can't mimic.
I mean, if you say so. Look, it's fine. You you do what you can to find it, while we also do what we can to find you the name and get the ring. Okay, how's that?
Sounds acceptable. She waves her hands again, and you guys are in the apartment.
Great. Glad we're all reasonable here.
You know, this is unusual. I'm feeling this warm sensation when looking at you. Oh god, is this fondness?
Yeah, I'm not comfortable with your fondness.
I'm I understand. I am fairly attractive.
I mean, for a primate, sure.
Well, for a
Yeah,
solidified cloud of sulfur gas, you aren't bad either.
A gas cloud? Is that what you think I really look like?
I have no idea. I don't think I want to know. It's fine.
Out of character, the Queen of Demons, what does she look like?
Um, you know, everyone roll your intuition.
Gonna start a religion now. It's gonna claim that demons are in fact just solidified gas clouds. It's gonna be great, and then that will be your reality. It's gonna be great.
You said intuition, right?
Yes, intuition. Don't start forming up that whole thing of their gas clouds, because then that's just gonna happen. Remember when I said that for some reason humanity's beliefs help guide their development?
Yes,
Josh, roll your
that's
intuition.
exactly.
Okay, you all rolled high enough. So when you returned from, well, I won't say when you returned. When she dropped the illusion of the the contract room, you could tell that her quote unquote meat suit was getting younger. She now looks like she's about 30. She has fairly long blonde hair, and she's wearing uh just she's just wearing a
An
tight,
evening strap?
no, she's wearing a tight black dress. uh I almost want to say Morticia style, except it's it doesn't have the open. Is it a V-neck for a woman's dress?
Yeah, you can get V-necks.
But no, it's like a turtleneck. So it's like a full body dress.
It's like the opposite of what you just asked.
No, I wanted I wanted to say it didn't have the V-neck, but then I was like, is it called a V-neck if it's a woman's thing? I've only ever heard V-neck when referring to a guy's shirt.
No, they got that. It's just a term. Like the V-neck just goes farther down than say a U-neck or
Okay.
yeah. You know, it's more of a plunging neckline than a.
Okay, I think that's what I was thinking of.
So when Aubrey makes the hot comment about herself, Damien just like looks at the both of them and goes, "Hmm." He just has that raised eyebrow look of like two of them. It's like, "Hmm?"
uh, yeah, the dress is the same one she was wearing when she looked like she was in her like late 50s. It just it's so much more form fitting now.
Are you doing this on purpose?
Actually, this is more the meat suit's appearance. I just appeared older to look less conspicuous.
Fair enough, I guess.
I will I will leave you. as I feel that you have a firm idea on where to start. At this point, she reaches behind her back and pulls out this crystal ball. Tap on this if you need to talk with me.
He takes it.
Alright, so she teleports away. And just because I love the way she does it Endora style.
What, wiggles her nose?
No, that's Samantha. No, the dramatic wave of her hand before she disappears.
God,
The
demons are
flourish.
drama kings.
Not gonna lie, it's kind of hot.
Well, naturally we know that the Queen of Demons is evil because Emily finds her hot.
Of course, all that flesh suit talk and whatnot was kind of a turn off. So anyway, solid clouds of sulfurous gas. I guess angels are just water vapor. I'm sorry, this is ridiculous, and I'm having a moment.
You are having a big gay moment.
Well, if that's what those are, then what are we? Just
I don't know.
bags of
Meat
sand?
popsicles.
You are, in fact.
Bags of sand?
No, you're skeleton taxis.
I mean, we're carbon, so maybe not sand.
Meat
That's
popsicles.
silicon.
You guys are meat popsicles.
We're too
I
warm to be popsicles.
I like skeleton taxis.
98 degrees.
Well, I would like to point out that, hell is hot, so,
I mean, I guess as far as hell is concerned, we're pretty cold, but
okay. I think that is where I'm going to end our session for tonight. So, say goodnight, everybody.
good night, everybody.
Good night,
Let
everyone.
me have a team up with Dinosaur and Ghost Rider. Could you? Could you?
It might happen next time.
Maybe. We'll see.